Hey guys, what's up? I am at a top secret location. It's top secret, right? Very top secret location. We're gonna try out a few things that the previous videos have been about. I'm prepared with pizza, the mixer, and I got a couple of barrel connectors made up with a few different values. We're gonna try this out on Jeff's gear. So we're using Jeff's Apollo interface, made by Universal Audio.
It's the Duo.
This is the Duo. So we've got Vox AC15. We're going to use his Gibson SG. It's glorious. So we've got two 57s. Right now, both of them are going to be straight in to the interface. We've got them matched up pretty well, so everything is, they're about as identical as we can get. Looking at them, they're at the same volume, looking like they're capturing close enough to the same frequencies. We're always going to leave one mic dry, and the second mic is the one that we're going to be modifying with. Later on in editing, I'll separate it out so you can hear the difference between the dry mic and the mic that's getting our outboard mod. So we're going into Pro Tools. Channels 1 and 2 are up right now, which is going to be both mics dry. So let's get some tonage. Tuned. All right, so now we're on to our next step. We still have the dry mic, and now we've got the 680 ohm resistor. So this is going to drop the impedance down a little bit. I need to do the math to figure out what that would be on Jeff's Apollo, but maybe I'll post it in the cards and figure it out later. Here we go. All right.
Excellent.
All right, so next up, let's take this one out. Now I've got the 1K, which this should get pretty close to dropping it so that way the interface thinks it's seeing, or the mic thinks it's seeing input impedance of around 600 ohms. So let's try this one out. Bam!
rocking, dude.
Rocking.
So where are we at now, Drew? I'm excited about
This
this.
crazy mod that took absolutely no parts and just some wire. So take 3 on this now. We've got it's tough. I'll admit, probably one of the biggest drawbacks of this is that there's no input metering, so you've got no way of telling where you're at. So we've learned. We'll be honest. We've learned. So we got the inputs, the input level where we want it now. Yeah. So this is the Tapco. So we've got the dry 57 and 57 going through the Tapco and then into the Apollo.
We're queued up and ready to go.
Roll it.
So what do you think, Drew? Let's move the plate off and look at this thing.
Priorities.
Check it out.
Pizza had some priority.
And this is never a no-no, but I guess this is built for bar situations.
I believe so. So, like what you were saying earlier, it's kind of, you've got the stock 57, and that does one thing. But when you add in the different elements, any one of these seem to offer kind of a different color into the mix.
I was really feeling that going through all of them with the stock in there. I was feeling the overall body.
Yep.
But then the clarity was coming, different clarity from each one of them. I feel I was starting to hear the 5th and the 3rd of chords really stick out.
Cool.
From each of those different mods. It was really, bringing that clarity that you need in a mix.
So a cool thing about all this is all stuff that you don't need to have a ton of money to do. Like I said in some of the other videos, like I bought these on Amazon, just the connectors for $7. I think it's $7 or $8, something like that. And then the resistors, I bought a bag of 200 or 1 or 200. I can't remember. Yeah, I got enough to build way more than these than I will ever use. But I'm sure I'll
$8
use
or $9 or something.
$8 or $9. Yeah. So I'm sure I'll
crazy.
use the resistors for like building pedals or something like that. But you don't really need like crazy soldering skills or anything. You're gonna have to do a little bit of math to figure out what the input impedance is on whatever your interface is. And it doesn't. I mean, whatever you got. If all you're running is a Behringer mixing board straight into your sound card, you can do this, and you can use that in order to make the best out of what you've got. The whole saying of you get what you pay for, well, part of you paying for it is the work that you put into it. So work with what you got, make the most of it, get a couple of these little guys and add a resistor to them, figure out what the value is that you need, and you can make some pretty good guitar tones with that. So go have fun with it, make music.
And I think also if somebody had a question about how to do that math, if they just commented,
Yeah,
I'm sure
post it in
you
the
would find
comments.
the time to easily pull out your little calculator. And
I might
figure it
even
out for
go
them.
as far as making a web page where you could plug in the values into it and have it figured out for you.
bam.
I may get that nerdy. Remember, the most important equation in your studio has nothing to do with the gear, but your song. That's worth a lot more.
You gotta have a song or you really
gotta have a
can't do
song.
anything, but
Some of the greatest albums ever were recorded on 4-track tape machines. So make the most of what you got.
cheers.